They told you that to get what you want, you have to chase it, that you must run harder, want stronger, grind longer. But what if the very act of chasing is what keeps it running away? What if every time you reach for your dream, your energy whispers to the universe, "I don't have it yet," and so reality obeys? Here's the paradox no one ever told you. The moment you stop chasing, not in laziness, not in defeat, but in total inner sufficiency, reality begins to bend around you. The field rearranges, circumstances move. The version of you who already has everything starts to emerge. Because reality doesn't respond to effort, it responds to frequency. You don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. And most people, without realizing it, are sending out the vibration of lack disguised as ambition. Every "I need it" is really an "I don't have it." Every "please let it happen" is a silent confirmation that it hasn't. That's why manifestation fails for so many. They visualize with their minds, but their bodies, their electromagnetic signatures, are still tuned to scarcity, fear, and striving. They speak affirmations, but their nervous systems are screaming danger. The subconscious, which runs 95% of your life, doesn't hear your words, it feels your state. So when you chase, reality mirrors the chase. It keeps you running in loops of almosts and not quites. But when you pause, when you drop into inner coherence and start feeling as if it's already done, you stop broadcasting resistance. The quantum field, which has infinite versions of you already existing, suddenly snaps to the one that matches your emotional frequency. This is the forbidden key. Stop begging reality to change, and it will. When you stop trying to force outcomes, you open the space where outcomes find you. Every timeline already exists. The only question is, which one are you? Most people don't realize they're not chasing dreams. They're running from emptiness, that subtle, hollow ache inside that whispers, something's missing. So they chase lovers who mirror their unworthiness, money that validates their survival, and goals that promise peace but never deliver it. This is the unconscious loop. The harder you try to become, the more you reinforce the belief that you are not yet enough. You build your identity around the pursuit, the endless almost. You become addicted to the next milestone, the next sign, the next proof that you're finally there. But here's the cruel truth. You can't outmanifest your own self-image. The subconscious mind, that invisible architect behind every thought, decision, and emotion, doesn't follow logic, it follows identity. It's the hidden program running under your awareness. If your subconscious still sees you as the one who lacks, then no matter what you do consciously, you'll unconsciously sabotage alignment. You'll chase love while radiating fear. You'll visualize abundance while vibrating scarcity. You'll meditate for peace, but crave validation from results. The deeper truth, the chase is never about the thing. It's about the feeling we think the thing will give us. Love is not what we want. Safety is. Wealth is not the goal. Freedom is. Success is not the obsession. Worthiness is. And because most people have never felt these frequencies within, they look for them outside, in external forms that can never permanently satisfy an internal void. You've been taught to create from the outside in, to fix the mirror instead of the face. But the quantum field, that infinite ocean of possibility, doesn't respond to appearances. It responds to vibration, and vibration begins where words end, in the body, in emotion, in felt coherence between heart and mind. So the shift begins when you stop asking, "How do I get it?" and start asking, "Who am I being right now?" Because reality doesn't bend for the one who tries to control it. It bends for the one who becomes still enough to match its natural rhythm. The moment you stop chasing, you're no longer signaling lack. You're broadcasting arrival. And reality, like a loyal mirror, has no choice but to reflect it back. Next comes the remembering, the reprogramming of your inner frequency, where science and soul finally meet. When you stop chasing, something extraordinary happens. Not in your mind, but in the field around you. Modern physics calls it the observer effect, the idea that reality isn't fixed until it's observed. But here's the deeper layer. Who is doing the observing? The small self that doubts and desires? Or the coherent consciousness that knows? Every thought, every emotion, every breath you take sends ripples through the quantum field. You're not separate from it. You're immersed in it, shaping it moment by moment. The universe isn't responding to your words, it's responding to your state of being. When your heart and mind vibrate in coherence, when your body feels what your mind envisions, The field receives a clear, unified signal, and that's when probability collapses into physical experience. The subconscious mind is your transmitter. It's the bridge between your human experience and the quantum field. But most people are transmitting noise, conflicting signals of want and worry, hope and fear, belief and doubt. Their field becomes static, and manifestation feels like chaos. That's not failure, it's feedback. It's reality showing you your own fragmentation. So the art of manifestation isn't about control, it's about alignment. It's about bringing your heart, brain, and nervous system into a state of coherence so the signal you're sending is pure, stable, and magnetic. When you feel the emotion of already having what you desire, before any proof exists, you shift timelines, you begin living from the future, and the present starts to rearrange itself to match. Science can now measure this. The electromagnetic field of the heart extends several feet beyond your body. It carries information. It influences others. It shapes what you attract. When your heart's rhythm is erratic from stress or striving, it broadcasts incoherence. But when you breathe slowly, softly, and feel genuine gratitude, even without a reason, you tune yourself into a different dimension of intelligence. The field begins to organize around that signal. Reality doesn't bend when you think harder. It bends when you surrender deeper. The quantum field is neutral until you choose who you are within it. The moment you stop observing through the lens of lack, your world stops reflecting lack. This is not fantasy. This is physics of the soul, consciousness folding space and time to meet itself in form. You don't need years of rituals, mantras, or endless visualizations to shift your reality. You need presence, precise, embodied presence, because alignment happens in seconds, not months. The field doesn't care how long you've been waiting. It only responds to who you are right now. Here's a simple 3-step practice that begins bending reality the moment you apply it, not as a trick, but as a remembrance. Step 1. Detach from the illusion of distance. Close your eyes and imagine your desire not as something far away, but as energy already surrounding you. Feel the air around you thick with its presence, the timeline where it's already true. Let your mind stop chasing it as future and start breathing it as now. Every time your thoughts wander to, when will it happen, gently return to, it already has. Because in the quantum field, time isn't linear, it's layered. All versions of you already exist, you're just tuning the dial. Step 2. Shift from thought to sensation. The mind imagines, but the body manifests. Take a deep breath and let your awareness drop from your head to your heart. Feel the emotional signature of what you desire, not the words, the vibration. If it's love, feel the warmth in your chest. If it's abundance, feel expansion in your solar plexus. If it's health, feel harmony pulsing in every cell. The body doesn't lie. When you feel it, the field registers it. Step 3. Anchor through coherence. Now breathe slowly. In through the heart, out through the heart. 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out. As you breathe, think of one thing that already fills you with gratitude. It could be as simple as the breath itself. Gratitude isn't just emotion, it's frequency. It tells the field, I already have. The heart's electromagnetic field expands instantly when you feel it, sending a coherent signal to everything around you. You've just shifted your broadcast. You've told reality who you truly are, not the chaser, but the receiver. Repeat this for a few minutes daily. Watch how the outer world subtly begins to echo the inner tone. People respond differently. Opportunities appear smoother. Random synchronicities start aligning like invisible hands rearranging your timeline. This isn't magic. It's mastery. You're not learning to manifest. You're remembering that you always were the field itself, dreaming through human form. The real test begins after the meditation ends, when the world still looks unchanged, when silence answers your prayers, when nothing moves yet inside, you know everything already has. This is where most people fall back into chasing. They confuse the silence between shifts with failure. But silence is not absence, it's incubation. Reality is recalibrating to your new vibration. The field moves in patterns far beyond the mind's impatience. You have to learn to hold your new frequency even when evidence hasn't arrived. That's emotional mastery, the sacred art of staying coherent in the unknown. The universe is not testing you, it's syncing with you. The delay is just the time it takes for the physical plane to catch up with your new identity. Every doubt, every emotional wobble is an invitation to recenter, not to give up. When old patterns resurface, the fear, the scarcity, the need to control, don't fight them. Observe them with compassion. That's your nervous system detoxing the old timeline. You're not regressing, you're recalibrating. Feel it, breathe it, integrate it. This is embodiment, not forcing your reality to change, but becoming the calm gravity that naturally pulls new realities into orbit. To live this way is to stop negotiating with reality and start communing with it. Every moment becomes a dialogue between your frequency and the field. Every breath is creation. You begin to realize that manifestation was never about getting, it was always about remembering who you already are. The outer world stops being a battlefield and becomes a mirror, showing you your inner coherence. And as you stabilize in this knowing, you notice something miraculous. The chase disappears, but life starts chasing you. Love starts finding you in the most ordinary places. Opportunities arise from nowhere. Health feels like your default setting. You're no longer surviving in time. You're thriving in alignment. Now, if you felt this resonance, that quiet recognition that you were meant to hear this, it's not by accident. You're part of the wave of humans remembering how reality actually works. Comment the word aligned below. Not as a gesture, but as an initiation. It's your declaration that you've stopped chasing and started becoming. Subscribe, stay in this field with us, and let's continue bending reality together. Because once you embody coherence, the universe doesn't just listen, it becomes you.